These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Fleming Wednesday RV report. Per DoD, our military intel contact is confirming sources saying that the beginning of the final RV release is currently planned by DoD and UST for this Friday, July 23rd, when the Olympics start in Tokyo, which will initiate the sequence leading to the shotgun start and Tier 4B start if all goes as planned. He is confirming Guru Texas Snake's latest intel and Guru Mark Z's on Wednesday, July 21st, that redemption centers are still to be ready at any moment to start exchanges this week and weekend, and the redemption centers have not been shut down. Mark Z via PDK still hearing that depending on where you're at, the most exchanges will be handled at major banks or centers that they have set up depending on the location, the size, and how many currency holders they have in that community or area. Did I hear that the IQD and VND rate around $15? I'm hearing the same thing. I also hear they will have a street rate around $4. With rate rumors like that, I try not to get too excited. Foot forward article quote joint statement from the U.S. Department of Treasury and the State Bank of Vietnam. Article quote the SBV is also making ongoing efforts to further modernize and make more transparent its monetary policy and exchange rate framework. In support of these efforts, the SBV will continue to improve exchange rate flexibility over time, allowing the Vietnamese dong to move in line with the stage of development of the financial and foreign exchange markets and with economic fundamentals while maintaining macroeconomic and financial market stability. Translation, we want you to revalue your currency now. Frank 26, you can't spring the monetary reform on the citizens. It would fall. They're making it very clear to the Iraqi citizens that the CBI and Kazemi are changing the exchange rate, changing the currency because the 3-0 notes will not work with the new exchange rate. The international community knows, and that's why it's pouring into Iraq. They know that a change is coming from both of their issues, their currency and their exchange rate. Saleh is explaining to the citizens the hows, the whys, the whens, the wheres, the soon, the date of all of this. It's not a secret. All right, Mark Z via PDK question, do you still expect the RV at the end of July? Answer, the end of July or beginning of August, maybe earlier. That is just my gut feeling. One of my redemption center contacts have been told they will be on standby this weekend and need to be within 2 hours of locations. All right, Pimpy, sovereign nation has to have a valuable currency to function. They don't have to get no loans or nothing like that. I'm not saying there's a rate change that's going to happen, but in my opinion, it's one hell of a step forward into the possibility of strengthening the Iraqi dinar. Getting the United States out of there and allowing these people to start working on their own, this is a big step in my opinion. They're counting on the United States for security. That's not being sovereign. All right, Breitling question, do you think Iraq is waiting until the United States is totally out before they concentrate on the currency? No, it has nothing to do with it whatsoever. In fact, they like the United States being there. Mark Z PDK, what do you mean when you say dinar should be $4 and up? Before Saddam Hussein moved to take over Kuwait in the early 90s, the Iraqi dinar was the strongest currency in the world, and the second strongest was the Kuwaiti dinar. It would take almost $4 US dollars to buy one dinar. Iraq invaded Kuwait. At that point, IMF, UN devalued the currencies to take away the ability to make war. They devalued both currencies even though Kuwait was innocent because Iraq had moved in and took over the government and the banks. Mark Z continued, said, so think of that in reverse. We expect the Iraqi dinar to go back to about $4 US to each dinar again. Right now, if you have one Kuwaiti dinar, it takes $3.31 American to buy it today. So if all they do is reinstate the Iraqi dinar to pre-war levels and give it back to its purchasing power, not a revalue, then we can expect around $4 or so. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Snake says we are getting closer and closer to this event occurring, so much of what is occurring has not happened since 2004, 2005. Pimpy says if you go talk to any individual that works in an exchange or a bank and you ask them about special redemption centers or 800 numbers, they're going to look at you like you're an idiot. I know I did it. I wanted to make sure that when the dinar or Vietnam dong rate had changed, that I knew where to go right away. So I went to my bank, Wells Fargo, and I spoke with the manager there because at the time Wells Fargo was buying and selling currencies. I said to him if I had a currency. He kept cornering me, trying to ask me which currency. I told him Iraqi Dinar. I thought he was going to say it was a scam, but that is not what he said.